Hey guys and geeks, welcome back to the Geekritique show. My name is Jen.
I'm Dakota.
And we're doing something different today.
We have a bit of an announcement, and we want as many of you guys who are interested to get involved.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about how much we really love some of the people that follow us. A lot of the comments that we get, you guys are hilarious and amazing, and we wanted to do something a little more interactive with you, where I don't know, like we could get to know you better, you guys could get to know us better. And one thing that's always been a big part of mine and Dakota's relationship, and both of us individually, is literature. We both absolutely love to read, and we both love to read the same books and discuss them. So we were thinking about doing
a book club.
You liked my one-hand drum because I have wine in the other.
Yeah, it would have been messy.
So yeah,
messy. Guys, we're planning on doing a book club, a geeky book club. Of course, we're not gonna do anything like overly depressing or nothing too non-fictiony. We wanna keep it sci-fi fantasy.
Woo!
Which is what you guys are here for. Which is what we're here for, because actually, Geekritique, if you guys don't already know, is a blog that I've been working on for over 3 years now. It started out as a book review blog, and it went into like movies and TV shows and pretty much everything I liked to talk about, I liked to discuss news about, I wrote about on the blog. And since we started this YouTube channel, my output on the blog has been diminishing rapidly. Like I feel so bad for the followers of the blog who haven't found out about our YouTube channel yet, because I used to post almost daily on that, and now I'm scarcely there. So what I want to do, now I spend all my time editing, and by the time I'm done editing, I just want to fall asleep. So one thing that we can do to merge both the blog and my love of writing and editing and reviewing books with the show, which is like getting in contact with you guys and being a little small community of like geeks together, is do a book club. And I'm really excited about it.
We both are.
I proposed the idea to Jen a few days ago, and she was just like,
like, why haven't we thought about this sooner?
Yeah, and it's, again, guys, this is going to be a totally free thing. We're not charging you any membership fees or anything like that. This is for you guys. We're going to be revisiting some books that we love. We're going to be reading all new books that we've never touched before. And we're really excited to hear your opinions on it. Let's talk. We can talk theories. We can talk spoilers, when we get down the line. And actually start reviewing the books. We can actually incorporate some of your feedback into our reviews. We were thinking... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We were thinking about doing, like, maybe 30-second long either videos or audio clips that you guys can send to us, on your thought of whatever chapters, we decided to read over the series or over that session. And we can play them so that way we can get everybody's input.
Right.
So... tell us what you think about that. Tell us if you'd be down to do that. Like, no pressure. Obviously, we're not going to force you to read things you don't want to do and participate. But, like, if you guys are down for this, we're very excited.
Yeah, so definitely let us know if you're interested. And if you are, like, fully on board at this point, you can go to this email right here, geekcritiquer@gmail.com, and just say book club inquiry. You could title it that way, and then you can tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to join. Or you could just say, I'm interested, and we'll, send out a newsletter when we finally do start it up, so that you are informed, what we're going to be doing this coming month and then the months going forward, so that you never feel left behind at all. And man, I'm like jumping out of my skin right now. I'm really excited because I love reading. I love listening to audiobooks. I love, just getting lost in fiction, getting lost into a fantasy setting, and just following your protagonist to the climax. And it's the best. It's literally the best, guys. So being able to do it with you guys is going to be a lot of fun. The book that we've chosen is dear to both of us, because for me this was the first real audiobook that got me into like listening to Audible like almost religiously. And this is the book that I told you to read, right? To get into it? Or was it Nate?
No, the first one that I read... So, little history about Dakota and I read a lot of, like, classical literature. Jane Austen, you know, all that type of stuff. Like, I was really into that. And when I met Dakota, he was very into, like, sci-fi fantasy. And he totally immersed me in a world that I had totally been oblivious to prior to him, that I became obsessed with. So he recommended first Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings, which I absolutely loved.
That's my favorite book, by the way, guys. Actually, the second book in that series is my favorite, but yeah.
Yeah, and that was like at a time where I started running, so I discovered audiobooks while I was running. My running time was terrible, but it was extremely enjoyable. And then after that, he told me to read Name of the Wind. So now I was, you know, blindly following whatever he told me to read. And Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss completely took my breath away. In our video before this, we mentioned that our first marital argument was about this book. Our first real argument was he said he didn't like Patrick Rothfuss's prose, and I ripped you one. I lost my marbles, because this is one of my favorite books, you know, at this point.
I think it's a you like it or you love, or sorry, you love it or you hate it, and
you love it. So.
Yeah, I'm.
It's a little too poetic for him.
I think it is. I think that's what it is. I think it's a little too poetic for me. And again, guys, the story is awesome.
It's amazing. The characters are the best. So this is what we were thinking of starting with. Let us know what you think, because I have a couple of theories, because I've read the 3 books that go in this. So there's Name of the Wind, Wise Man's Fear, and The Slow Regard of Silent Things. The Slow Regard of Silent Things is a smaller book that Dakota actually told me was unimportant and that I didn't need to read, but I read it anyway, and it ended up... That's actually one of my favorite books. I absolutely love that and adore it, and I feel like it gave us a lot of insight into the overall arc of this story and what's to come in the 3rd book. So, yeah. This one, we have a lot to say, and that's why we thought about starting with this.
And we're not sure if we're going to be doing full series or what with the book club, because some people might be starting out the month after we do this, and will they start with the sequel, or will we just do an all new book? So let us know your thoughts, guys. What do you think would be the best course of action to take?
Yeah, we're new to this.
We're new to this. This is the first time both of us have either started a book club or even participated in a book club. So
the closest thing we've come to a book club is like listening to the same book on Audible in the car together, which we do every time we go on a road trip, and pausing to say what we think as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm really excited, guys. And I know some of you are thinking like, well, we can't, I might not be able to afford a book every month, because I think we are going to be doing it once a month at this point, because this is a huge book. I don't expect anyone to finish it in a week.
I thought what we were going to do was go... Well, I guess tell us what you think. If you want to do that, where like we finish the entire book and then talk about it. I thought what we were going to do was go through this week, read chapters blank through blank.
Oh, we could totally do that.
So tell us what you guys think, because again, we don't know the format of like the average book club. So we could either do that like once a month or once every, for a blank amount of time, you have to read the entire book. Or we could do, after 2 weeks, read chapters, 1 through 10. Something kind of like that.
Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts on that, because then it would be more episodes, more interaction, more book clubbies. Book clubbishness.
Yes, book clubbishness. So yeah, obviously you see that we're really excited about this. What I was saying earlier, like some of you may be thinking, oh, I can't afford to buy books right now or whatever, or I can't afford to buy audiobooks or whatever. But we're going to help you out a little bit at the very least. There's a link in the description below. You get 2 free audiobooks with any Audible subscription, or with any free Audible subscription rather. And you can keep the Audible subscription or not. You can keep paying for it after that point. I think it's $15 a month. But if you don't choose to, you still get those 2 credits that you can spend on any 2 books. So at least you get the first 2 months of like our book club totally free. So that's something we want to give you guys.
That's what we can do.
That's
the best we can do.
That's the best we
point.
can do for you guys. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much.
There's always the library if all else fails.
Actually, yeah, that's still a thing.
I think books are Dakota hates libraries.
Libraries are still a
I
thing.
like libraries.
I love keeping my own books.
He's freakish with his books. He'll keep them like insanely clean and pristine. Like he won't open them fully. I'm the type to like throw it in my bag. Like the more worn it looks by the end, it's like the more love I've shown it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the polar opposite.
This is how I read books generally, because I don't like creases on the spines.
He's a freak.
So this is how I do it. I'll never ever like put notes in a book, or I'll
like underline. I'll like fully open. I'll bend him back. I'm his worst nightmare.
Worst. She's the worst. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested, again, go to this email address. Let us know. In the subject line, just put book club inquiry or whatever. Just something book club.
Or Jolly Rancher. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put Jolly Rancher.
Thank you, guys. We're excited. If you are interested, let us know. And,
yeah.
Read some books with us.
Yeah. We have to come up with like a theme song for this, especially for the book club.
I got to come up with a new intro, too.
Ooh.
So this will likely be the first. This is probably going to be the first book of the book club, just so you guys know.
Unless you guys completely object, unless you veto this bill.
Yeah, we have some other books in mind that we could do for the future. We might even do like polls or whatever. But anyway, we're probably going to start this in May, but we'll let you guys know if no one responds to this, we probably won't do it.
Yeah, exactly. But so
we
might just read it together.
Yeah, and then talk about it ourselves.
Because we don't want to waste your time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.